Hello everyone, this is Professor Maloney, and today I'm creating I think it's the fourth video thus far in the summer term CGS 1060 class that I'm teaching. It's the A summer term class that I'm teaching for the MDC Homestead campus utilizing the MDC Live modality. This particular video is being made to demonstrate 32 tasks at the MindTap site for the Word software application. Okay, so I mentioned during the Windows 10 training demonstration that I did that there were 21 tasks for Windows 10 in this class, and there would be an exam based on those 21 tasks. I also mentioned that for Microsoft Word, which is the second module in the class, there would be 126 tasks. So here we are, we're on Microsoft Word. So there's 6 times the number of tasks. And it's still based so there's 4 modules of training though for Word. There's also 4 for Excel, 4 for Access, and 4 for PowerPoint. And of course, there was only 1 for Windows 10. But out of the 126 tasks representing 4 modules, I'm demonstrating the first 8 tasks from each of those 4 modules. So in other words, I'm demonstrating 32 tasks. Alrighty? All right, so let's hop right to it and get to it. And as you know also, as I mentioned in the class overview video, in this class, there's just never a break. It's a 6-week class. There are 5 exams. That means there's 1 exam every week is the bottom line. You have an exam on day 3, you have an exam on day more or less day 5, more or less day 7, more or less day 9, and more or less day 12. It might whatever, but there's 5 exams. And of course, all the dates are listed at the MindTap site, and they're also listed at in my class syllabus in the tentative schedule of activities, which is at the bottom of this syllabus document here. All right. Okay, so I'm going over now to students start here. Okay, and students click here to get to MindTap. And of course, you need to have the MindTap access code, which means you need to have purchased it by the 2nd day of class. If you're watching this video and I'm showing it in class, I may show it on day 2, I may show it on day 3. I'm not sure which one yet. If it's day 2, you absolutely need to get it today, or I have to drop you. You have to have it today. All right. Okay. So I'm in Word, and you see here the Word final exam is May 24th. If we just look over here on my calendar on the right side of my screen, clear that. So you see that class started on May 10. So that was day 1. May 12 is day 2. I'm creating a video on Friday, May 6th. But so 10 was Tuesday, the 10th is the first day. Thursday, the 12th is the 2nd day. 3rd day is the first exam, which is Windows 10. And then the 4th day is the 19th. The 5th day is when the Word exam is. And then the 6th, the 7th, and the 7th is, I think the Excel exam is the 2nd. And then the Access is the 9th, and the PowerPoint is the 16th. Okay, that's more or less how it goes. Anyway, so there's 4 modules, and I'm just going to do training for each. So you click, in this case, module 1, and then I click module 1 SAM training, and I'm going to click my start. Remember I mentioned pop-ups? So there's 56 tasks here just for this one module. 56 tasks. Remember I said there's 126 total. Again, in comparison, there was only 21 total for Windows 10. All right, I'm going to put them on. I'm going to use my larger screen for this one right now. Okay, so create a new blank document. Just because actually it might confuse you, because so this is my task bar just underneath where it says page 1 of 1 right here. This is my start menu. I apologize for what we're using. Again, this pop-up, right? This is the pop-up. I'm just going to leave mine on the pop-up. You guys can do it. If it gets in the way or need it larger, I'll just make it larger this way, or then I'll just go to the maximize button up here. All right. But anyway, so create a new blank document. I just obviously need to come into start, and I can create a new document. Okay. So in this case, they're saying I'm already on Word. So let's see if I can do a right click. No, I cannot. Let's see if I can do a right click this way. Let's see here. No. So I'll just go into my file and do it that way. Again, sometimes they want you to do it a certain way. So a new and a blank document. Okay, so for this one, go the way I just demonstrated. Okay, start Word 2019. So in this case, again, so here, this is called the taskbar, and Word is already opened. But so that's not starting Word 2019. To me, that's just opening an existing document. So I would say you come over here, okay, and click Word, which you can get from the most used, or you can go down to the W list. I'll do this one from the W list. Okay. All right. Use the text insert chart in the tell me box to get help on inserting a chart. So one of the cool things that all the Office applications have is a tell me box. You see right here, it says tell me what you want to do. And they said use the text insert chart. And when they put, so they sort of have a fill color behind the words insert chart, and it's like black. Sometimes they'll put double quotes around things, but what they want me to do is type insert chart in this tell me box, and they want me to type it the way they did. So I'm not going to capitalize the I or the C. So I'm just going to type insert chart. Okay. And then to get help on inserting a chart. So get help on insert chart. So I'll click there. Okay. And let me, okay. So now, because my screen is a little bit smaller, so get help on insert chart and inserting a chart. Let me make this down here. So add a chart to your document in Word is what they want me to do. Okay, so that one. All right. I need to make this a little bit wider. I just don't want to make it the whole screen, because then you may get confused as to whether I'm on my computer or in the pop-up. Remember, everything works in pop-ups, and it's a virtual machine that we're working with at MindTap. And in this case, the virtual machine, the last video on Windows 10 simulation training demonstration, I said that we were using a virtual machine of Windows 10. Well, here we're using a virtual machine that has Office 2019 on it. Okay. All right. So add the copy button to the quick access toolbar. Remember, I'm going to do 8. So far I'm on number 4. When you do one, you get a check mark. And by the way, you also remember, apply you must do, and it's the default setting that I've set up for every module in each of my classes. So in other words, if you don't touch observe and you don't touch practice, you're fine as long as you do the apply. But when you don't know something, then instead of the apply, you can go and do the practice or the observe. The observe plays a video, an audio/video, and the narrator moves you along and demonstrates everything. In the practice, they use the same narrator, the same audio, the same video, but in the audio steps, the narrator will tell you to click on something when she wants you to do it. Okay. And then afterwards, you still have to do apply. If you can watch the observe and watch the practice a million times, but you don't get credit unless you do the apply. Anyway, all right. So in this case, add the copy button to the quick access toolbar. Okay. So the quick access toolbar is available from this down arrow right here. Okay. Or I can go into my file menu and go into options that way. But this time I'm just going to do it from, well, let me go back. I'll do it from the quick access toolbar this way. So click the down arrow, and they want me to add the copy button. So what I want to do is say more commands. Okay, more commands. And now from the more commands, they want me to add the copy button. So here's what's already on the quick access toolbar. Okay. So if I go back up here and click the down arrow, if it lets me, it won't let me do it right now. So actually, I'm going to shut this part down for a second just to show you. Hopefully that doesn't, let's see, I don't think it'll shut us down. Okay, so like if I click here, you see that there are check marks for 4 things. So the redo, the undo, the save, and the automatically save. These 4 choices are already on the quick access toolbar. I have to add the copy button, right? So again, I'm going to now go, so through here, go in, and then I want more commands. And now I want to add the copy button by clicking it from right here in popular commands. Just single click on it and then say add it. And now it's over here in the quick access toolbar. So then I just say okay, and it's done. All right, next one. Change the document's margins to the normal setting. Okay, normal setting. So that means obviously they're not on normal right now. So document margins are in the layout. Doesn't matter if you don't know that. You can Google these things too, but obviously the whole point here is if you don't know something, remember, you don't have this, you'll always default to starting with the apply because I want you to do that. But you go to the observe and practice. And the only difference between your training and the exams, as I mentioned also in the Windows 10 training, is that, so in Word's case, there are 126 tasks, I believe I said, 126 tasks. There will be somewhere between 25 and 35 of those on your exam. And on the exam, you won't have an observe mode, you won't have a practice mode, and you'll be restricted to exactly 2 tries for each task. This is called a task, okay? 2 tries. But in training under the apply, you can try 1,000 times or 1,000,000 times, however much time you got in the day. All right, anyway, so I'm going to go into my layout. Here's margins on the left side of the ribbon. This is the ribbon. And click the down arrow for margins, and they want normal. So you can see that right now, normal is this first choice up here. Let's see which one we're on. So right now I'm on a custom margins. You see, because it has that grayish background. Like when I go away from it, you see custom margins has a gray background. Okay. Now I want to click on normal. So go back up here because that's what they want. All right. Okay. 3 more of this one. Delete the words. All right. Well, I think we can all do this. Delete the word streamlining and from the first body paragraph. So here's streamlining and, so select those 2 words, okay, from the first body paragraph. So the only thing you need to know here, in case you don't know, is that this is the first body paragraph. This is called a salutation. This is an address bar, and this is the date. But the first body paragraph is this one. And if you didn't know that, it doesn't matter. You don't see streamlining and up here in the date. You don't see streamlining and anywhere in this address area. You don't see streamlining and where it says Dear Ms. Flores, but you do see it if you look in this paragraph underneath Dear Ms. Flores, right? So it's selected, and I just hit my delete key. No, it won't let me do the delete key. Let's see. Sometimes they don't let us do what I like to do. I'm going to hit delete again. Oh, it did. Okay. Maybe even though it was selected, I don't know. I can't tell you what there, but anyway, let's do it one more time because I'm confused as to why I'm pretty sure I did click on it. So streamlining and move this right to the end there. So it's selected, and then I should be able to, okay, yeah, maybe I didn't have it selected. I thought I did. Anyway, all right, that was number 6. So, and now we're typing. So type project plan at the insertion point. The insertion point is where the cursor is blinking, okay? So type project plan, capital P for project and capital P for plan. Here, if you don't type it the way they tell you, you will, it'll be wrong. So it is case sensitive, in other words. And then they say, and then press enter. So okay, well, cursor point is there. Project plan, and it doesn't say to do anything except enter. So I'm hitting enter. Okay, so it's done. All right, so now number 8, the last one here. Show formatting marks in the document and then hide them again. The formatting marks are of this thing here. It's in the paragraph group. If you just hover on it, you'll see it says show hide. So they want me to show them. Right now it's not selected. Like you can see the left align is selected. It's got that gray background thing. So in terms of which alignment we're using, we're on the left align. Okay, but this is not selected or you'd see a grayish background to it. But if I click it, so now it's showing, and see it's got that gray background, and you see these paragraph type marks that are there all over the document. You see these things. You see a dot, a period, or what I would call a dot between each word. Okay, so these are the markings for the document, but normally you wouldn't want to show these document markings when you're, once you finalize it. So, and most people don't use them, period, but that is the show hide, okay? Anyway, so I showed it, and then they say, and hide them again. So now I'm just going to take it away again, click it again, all right? Okay, so that's number 8. So I did 8 from the first one. I'm just going to close this. And by the way, you don't have to do all 56 at one time. It's up to you when you do them. And see, it unlocks on May 12, which is day 2. It's all due on May 23, including the first project, the second module, the third module, the fourth module. So now I'm going to go to the second one, again, start the training, and I'm going to again do 8 tasks. Okay, so again, start, make it a little wider, but not too wide. All right, so create a 0.5 inch first line indent in the first body paragraph. All right, so again, I call this the first body paragraph, the one where it says Carter Healthcare is a leader in the healthcare industry. So I moved the cursor from this thing here, which I call the heading 1 style, okay, which is up here in the styles group. Yeah, see, heading 1 is selected. But down here, I call this the first body paragraph. We'll see if that's correct or not, but that's where I think it is. And they want me to create a 0.5 inch first line indent. All right, so the indents are up here on this, what we call ruler, okay? If you hover, it may look like it's one thing or 2 things to you, but there's actually 3 different buttons here. So this one is left indent, okay? If I just go up slowly, this one is called hanging indent. If I go up slowly again, this one is called first line indent. So there's 3 different things here. And they want a first line indent, which is the top one. All right, so I'm going to click it and drag it to this sort of taller vertical line, which is halfway between the start and the number 1, which means it's a 0.5 or ½ inch. So they want it to go there. So I'm going to click here and drag there and release it. Boom, done. All right. All right. And again, remember, you can click practice or observe if you want to. All right. So modify the footnote text style. Make them a little taller too. I want to put here, sorry. Okay. Modify the footnote text style. So the footnotes are these things down here. These are figures and these are footnotes. So modify this to use this. I think what I just do is right click on it and then go into the style. So this is a style. Okay. So this is a style for the footnote text. And see, footnote text is there now. Okay. I want to then modify, because right now it's on 10 point. They want 12 point. So I'm going to click modify. Okay. And now the modify comes up, and they moved my little thing over here, which is fine. So they want 12 points. So I'm going to click the down arrow and pick 12 points. So that part's done. Then they want double line spacing. So here is normal line spacing. Here I'd say is 1.5 line spacing. And this one I'm pretty sure is the double. If it's not, when I click it, it'll tell me it's wrong, or it'll tell me what it is. So I'm going to click this one, and it shows now 12 point. It also shows line spacing double. So if I click this one here, let's just see what it's 1.5 times. Okay, so this one here, and I made it 12. So I did the 12 point, I did the double, but they also want a first line indent. Remember, we did a first line indent on the previous task. All right, so let's see here. I want a first line in. Oh, that's going to be under format. So under format, and paragraph indents are paragraph features. So I'll click on paragraph, and it would be a special, and I want a first line indent. First line, and they say 0.5. They didn't tell me how much to make it. 0.5 is the default. That was the previous one. So I'm going to assume that's what they want. So I'll click OK. And I got to click OK again because I was into this for 2 or 3 things. Okay. And I have to click Apply now. So in this case, I mentioned to you in the Windows 10 training that some of the tasks actually have like 3 or 4 quote unquote subtasks, or 3 or 4 steps to the task. So in this one, remember, it said modify the footnote text style. So I right clicked on this statement down here. I right clicked on it. Then I went to the paragraph, I went to the style selection. I clicked it. Then I clicked the modify button and I made it 12 point. But then they also said they wanted double line spacing. So I went to where they had some buttons for line spacing. And I said, I think that third one, the one over on the far right, looked to me like it was double. And they let us click it. And they probably did that because until we click the OK button, we're just modifying things. So even on an exam, if you didn't get it right on that, as long as you don't click the apply or OK or submit or whatever, it's okay to do something. But anyway, so I did the double line spacing, and then I went to, I think it was a format button, and then I chose from special first line indent. So I got to now apply. Boom, a lot of stuff. All right. So number 3 on the second one, change the footnote numbering to use the ABC. So here's footnotes again. So footnotes. Let's see, footnote numbering. So I think you got to come down here and click in one or the other of these. And you see up here, obviously, there's some choices. Let's see if I got to go into it this way. Change the footnote numbering to use the ABC. So that I don't need to go into it that way. So I'll get out of that. I'll go into it from here, the down arrow, and here is ABC. Oh, why? Why? Maybe I'll just select both of them so that they're both selected. And then I come down here and click ABC. No. Change the footnote numbering. Well, for sure that is right, but that's multi-level. It's definitely this one here, numbering. Set numbering value, define new number, change list level, set numbering value. I'll try this set numbering value. Nope. All right, so we have to do it with our practice or observe. I'll just do a practice real quick.
Although Word numbers the footnote using Arabic 1, 2, 3 numerals by default, you can change the footnote numbering to use a different format, such as lowercase letters or lowercase Roman numerals. Click the References tab on the ribbon.
References tab. Oh, okay. All right. So we're using references, which means they're going to be doing citations and stuff. So okay. So that was what we have to do. By the way, remember that I also in Windows 10 training demonstration mentioned that you can use notes on your tests in my class. But I said something to the effect, don't write down notes on every question, though, because you then never see the trees for the forest. In other words, if you're writing 100 notes and then on the exam you're looking for one, it's hard to find it, right? So only do it when you absolutely need to. It's best to do these 3 or 4 times, make sure you're okay with it, and then do it. But anyway, click references.
In the footnotes group, click the dialog box launcher.
So footnotes. Oh, okay. I know okay. You know, I was in the regular bullets. But I mean, even though I was down here, you know, I was down here, but these are footnotes. But then I went up and I was doing everything from the regular. Yeah. Okay. So obviously I got to be in the footnotes. Okay. That's why we're where we are.
The footnote and endnote dialog box opens. Word displays the formatting options for footnote numbers. Click. Word closes the dialog box and change.
Okay, so yeah, so you got to pay attention to it. So change the footnote numbering. So what I was doing though was just changing up here in the paragraph group regular numbering, but footnotes are down here. So based on that, I don't need to click down here because I'm going to be going into the references. Okay, and now I'm going to be going into my footnotes. And I call this one the footnotes launcher. So I'm going to click this launcher, and the number format for footnotes, and these are footnotes, right now is 1, 2, 3. See the 1 and the 2. Well, they want ABC this way, the little ABC. And once you click it, then you have to apply it. Okay. All right. In the blank paragraph at the end of the document. So here, it looks to me like I'm at the end of the document. You see where the vertical scroll bar is? You see? So they put us where they wanted us to be. So that's the end of the document. Insert a works cited list. So Works cited is bibliography, and bibliography is in the references tab, just like those footnotes were. So you go into references, okay, and here's citations and bibliography. They want a works cited list using the bibliography gallery. So here's the bibliography, and the gallery is this down arrow, okay, and they want works cited. And this one here says works cited. So click it, okay, it's done. All right. So now the next one is the next one is insert a reading a text from my son. Insert a built-in bibliography without a pre-formatted heading in the blank paragraph at the end of the document. Let me actually tell him, okay. Safely. That means I actually need to pick up this pace here a little bit because he'll be home. I had to let him in the garage. Okay, so insert a built-in bibliography, in this case without a pre-formatted heading. All right, so again, it's references, okay, and here's bibliography. And in this case, they're saying without a pre-formatted. Pre-formatted means bibliography or references or works cited. You see under it, it just says insert bibliography. So that's what we're doing, but it's not a pre-formatted one. So just click that, done. All right, yeah, I gotta get going. All right, create a 0.2-inch hanging indent in the first bulleted paragraph in the document. First bulleted paragraph. Well, to me, this is the first bulleted paragraph, right? So we're right down here. Remember, I mentioned these things here. There's 3 separate buttons. So hanging indent. So that first one on the bottom is left. The middle one right there is hanging. And 0.2 is probably the first line. First dot or line, whatever it is. We'll see. That one to there. No. Or I just didn't get on it right. Let's see that. I think it's that. Yeah, I just didn't get on it right the first time. Okay. All right. Update the bibliography. Update. So again, references. Actually, you know what? I don't need to go here. In this case, so they want, this is the bibliography. They want to update it. If I just right click, so right click and update field, that should do it. And it did do it. Okay. All right. Now number 8, last one for this chapter. All right. Delete the Lee Dana of this module. Delete the Lee Dana source from the current document only. All right. So source, that means again, I'm in references. And references, there's a manage sources. So here's the current list. They said delete the Lee Dana source. Here's Lee Dana right there. Delete it. So I'm going to delete it. Delete or move. I'm going to delete because that's what it says, delete. So delete. Okay. And then close. All right. All right. So that's module 1 and module 2. Oh, shoot. All right. So module 2, by the way, there's only 12. Remember there was 56 in the first one? So 56 and 12 is 68. I did tell you there's 126 total. But so module 2 only is 12. First one is 56. So 68 thus far. Okay. Now let me go to module 3. Again, all these things are unlocking and available for the same length of time. All right, so module 3, I'm at 68 thus far. Now another 43. So 68 and 40 is 108, and 3 is 111. But I'm not done yet, right? Right. Okay, let's make it wider again. And a little taller again. Right here. All right, in the space between in the news heading and the body text. So here's in the news, here's the space, and here's the body text. They want me to insert a star, a 10-point shape. Okay, so that's going to be from the insert. So let's first click on insert and then go back. So insert a star, so that's a shape. So let's go to star, shapes, okay. Insert a star, and it's a 10 points shape, row 1, column 8 of the stars and banners. So I'm looking for stars and banners. Here's stars and banners. row 1, option 8. So this is row 1. So option 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's this one, star 10 points. It is that. So click that. Okay, so now we have to draw it in. Let's see, insert it, yada, yada, yada. Make the shape approximately as wide as the heading. So this is the heading in the news, so that means you make it basically that wide. They're not telling me how tall, I'll just make it like that and then drop it. Okay, so they just, anyway, they said as wide, and that's what I did, but you can always play around with it if you need to. So number 2, delete the Rockland Consulting text box. All right, so Rockland Consulting text box. To delete a text box, like if you delete here, you're only going to be deleting the text. You have to delete the text box. So you got to make sure you click so that you see these resize handles, these little circles around it. And once they're selected, then you just click the delete key. Delete. All right, rotate the arrow so that it has a rotation of 0 degrees. So here's an arrow, okay? So you got to click on the arrow, all right? Now, you got to go into your drawing tools. So in Word, like if I deselect that, there's no formatting, there's no picture tools, there's no shape tools. If I click on it, you see up here now there's drawing tools, and I want format. Let's see what I want. Rotate the arrow, rotate, 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 arrange, rotate, align, no, rotate right here. Okay, so arrange, format, arrange, rotate. Not that, not that, not that, not that. More rotation options. Rotate, rotation, rotation. Here's rotation. Okay, so it's zero, they want 0 degrees. So you can do it from the down arrow or the up arrow, whichever. But I would just say, just type 0 and enter. Yeah, okay. All right, that's number 3. Number 4, wrap text around the picture using square text. So again, if you want to do something with pictures, you always have to click on them. Okay, make sure so the picture is selected. So now we have this thing here, which is the layout options. We want to use square text wrapping, which is the first row, first column, first row with text wrap. So in here, all right, with text wrapping, first column, this is the first column. First row, this is the first row. So this is the first, what they want. Okay, first column and first row, square. Done. All right, number 5. Select the 3 pictures and align them. So select the picture, then hold your control key, select the next picture, hold your control key, select the next picture. You probably can do it with the shift as well. Let's see, that, hold the shift, yeah. So just either use your shift or your CTRL key and hold it down as you depress those 3 buttons. All right, so I selected the 3 pictures. So now I got to go to picture tools and I want format. All right, now I want to align them. Align, 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 align. Is that a size? No. Arrange. There we go. Okay, arrange, align. Now let's see what I got to do. So I got the 3 pictures. Select the 3 pictures I did. Align them using align top. So here's align top. Let's see. Arrange. Align. Let's read it off. Align top and then distribute horizontal. Oh, okay, so we're doing align top. We're also doing distribute horizontally, but we got to start with use the align selected objects. So I selected them all. Now I'm going to say align selected objects, this one. Okay, so now that part's done, but it's not done. Like that's why it's not moving on. It's not saying it's correct or complete or whatever. So then they're all selected. So go back again to arrange and again align and now do align top. Okay, so now the tops are aligned, but we have to go back yet again. So arrange, align, and now we want to distribute horizontally. Okay, So that's that one had quite a few steps really, and you had to do them all, you know, a whole bunch of times. So let me show you that one more time. So I'll go back. You can go backwards, by the way, or forward. Just, you know, again, you see the check marks. But if I want to do this one again, I just click it again. And you should do that on the ones that are more difficult. And just like at the very same time you're doing it for the first time, repeat those 2 or 3 times. All right, so select the object. That's easy. Click on the first picture, then hold your control key or your shift key to select the other 2. Okay, so they're all selected. Now, align them, but so it's align using align top and then distribute horizontally. Yes, that's what I did first. I clicked align top, and then I actually would have clicked distribute horizontally, but align top said it was wrong. It was incorrect. So then I read it and I said, okay, I saw distribute horizontally, and I said, okay, so they're both there, but we have to use the align selected objects button or choice. So over here in format and in arrange, align. So first I'm looking for align selected objects, this one. Then I go in again, align. Remember the pictures are still all selected. And then align the top. So that now aligns the top. And then we're going to arrange the align horizontally. Okay, distribute horizontally. That will make these equidistant between all 3 of them. Like they're all right now aligned on top, but these 2 are close together. This one's not. Watch when I hit distribute horizontally. You only get a second because then it's going to go away. But just you'll notice this should get equal distances between each picture then. So distribute horizontally, see? Okay, anyway, so that's number 5. Number 6. Apply the shape style moderate effect. So again, you got to click the picture. See, there's no choices up here unless I click picture. Now I go into my format. All right, so this is a shape style. So they're saying shape style. Here's shape styles. Yada, yada, yada to the arrow. Okay, so all I got to do is do my, shape style. So shape style, this is the down arrow. Whoop, my. Maybe I don't want that. No, let's get out of that. All right. Oh, this one. Okay. So this is shape style here. Yeah. All right. So this, whoops. All right. So again, click on it. Then go into your format. And here is the shape styles. Even though this one's also part of it, but there's more stuff for the everything. So I'm just going to click this down arrow. And then they said the 3rd column, the 5th row. So here's column 1, column 2, column 3. They want the 3rd column. That's this one. And the 5th row is the 1st row, 2nd row, 3rd row, 4th row, 5th row, and this is the 3rd column. So this one. And hover says moderate effect orange accent 2. It's that one. Okay, done. All right, number 7. Add a 3-point. Okay, so we're going to do something else to this now. Add a 3-point outline to the arrow shape. So click it again. So now into format again. 3-point outline. Here's shape outline. So 3-point, and it's 6th column, 1st row. So 1st row is this way, 6th column. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the 6th column. It says orange accent 2 in the theme colors. So it's this one right here. Okay, done. Oh, wait. Oh, 3-point. So then I have to do, so this is again one where there's more than one thing. So add a 3-point outline. So here's same thing under outline, but now there'll be a weight. Okay, so weight 3-point is down here. 3-point, click that. All right, done. Now the last one for this, number 8 for module 3. Add the text client service to the yellow. Well, we can do that. All right, so you select the shape and just type client space service. Again, oh, I didn't say it fast enough, but they said client service with a capital C and a capital S. Okay, so I did it with a capital C, capital S. Just do that. Now this is number 9 though, so I'm going to stop. Okay, so I did 8 out of 8 on that one. Let's see, that's module 3. Go down to module 4. Go to training. So there were 100 and, shoot, I forget what I said, 111 and then 40 something. Let's see, it was 50. 6, and 12 was 68, then 43. So it was 111, and here we have 15. 111 and 15 is 126, and that's what I said earlier we had for Word. Okay, so there's a lot of stuff for Word. All right. Hey, delete the cover page. That's not too hard. So here's the cover page. You just go into, let's see, it's design. No, layout. Okay, wait. No, it's insert. That's right. You go into insert. Even though we're deleting, you have to go into insert because cover pages are under the insert choice. So you go to insert even though we want to delete. And then here's cover page. Click the down arrow, and these are cover pages. But then there's a remove current cover page, which means delete. So remove it. Done. All right. In the document heading, so this document, expand the character spacing up those words. So in this case, they use double quotes. I said sometimes they do double quotes. Sometimes they do like put a black fill color or whatever to tell you what they want done. But basically, so they want me to select project description. Okay, like that. Select it. And then I have to go into character spacing. Character spacing is in the font group. Okay, it's an advanced feature. It's going to be down here, and there's going to be other stuff. Okay, so I'm in this font dialog launcher, and I want advanced. And in advanced, I want character spacing. Here's character spacing. Actually, here, character spacing. And I want spacing to be expanded. So click expanded by 1.2 points. So I can just do the up arrow to 1.2 and then say OK, or I could have typed 1.2. All right. Print only the second body paragraph. So the second body paragraph is this one. So from Carter through technicians period. Okay, that one. And then I'm pretty sure everyone knows this. It's just, you're doing your little file, you're doing your little print. And then it's not the whole thing. You want to print the selection because we already made the selection now. And then print. Okay. All right. Number 5. Demote the develop project requirements list item and then promote the planning list item. Demote develop project requirements. All right, so here's develop project requirements. They're saying demote. That means instead of the D being where the K is on this first one, demote means make it where these others are. Okay, so to do that, you put the arrow where the cursor where I just did, and then you click this arrow up here in the paragraph group that says increase the indent, and that'll move it over. Okay, see, so that moved it over. And then promote the planning. Okay, so the one in bold they want at the beginning, and the one that wasn't in bold they want it with the other. So just click to the left of the P in this one, and then promote, which will be the same as decrease the indent, and then it moves it over there. Okay, all right. Number 6. Use the navigation pane to promote the heading. Uh-oh. Hey, Caleb, is that you? Yeah, I'm doing a recording, darn it. I need 2 minutes. Yeah, if she can. If not, call me or text me and I'll be down in 1 minute. All right. Bye. Now you got home sooner than I thought. All right, use the navigation pane to promote the okay, so first of all, navigation pane. That means we use the view tab, okay, the view tab. And now you see navigation pane is one of these and there's no check mark in it. So you click it, that means it's going to show. So now it's showing, okay? Now promote the heading works cited. So here's works cited. Promote means they want it the same as where measurements, project, and overview are. To do that, you right click on it, right click, and then promote. And it has a left arrow, promote. So that's done. And then demote the heading current situation. Current situation, right click, demote. Done. All right. 6 and 7 and 8 to go. Sort the bulleted list in ascending alphabetical order. So bulleted list, select them, and we want to sort. Here's your sort. Ascending, alphabetical, sort by. These are, let's see, headings, field. No, that's fine. Just make it ascending and say OK. All right. So that is done. Next one. Without clicking and dragging, change the height of the team member row to exactly 0.4 inches, and then change the width of the team member column in the table to exactly 1.5 inches. So I'm going to click where they want team member. So I'm clicking at the beginning of the team member row. You probably can click anywhere in this. Well, really, it's a cell, even though, I mean, it is, yes, it's a row, but we want to be where team member is. So I'm just going to click to the left of the T. And let me think here. Let me tell him that's fine. Okay, so I'm going to go to layout. I think that's what they want. Yeah, layout, and then there's a height. So click on the height and just say 0.4, enter. Okay, and then change the width, same thing. Click on width. Of course, you can also change it with the arrows, right? The arrows, doesn't matter. But I'm just going to change it to 1.5 and enter again. Done. All right, one task to go out of the 32 I said I would do. All right, let's see here. Sort the table in ascending order, first by team member and then by client. So they want to do something with the table. I'm not sure if I got to select table in this case. Let's see. Click the table and just see. Here's the sort A through Z. And they want, so sorting it, it's going to be ascending order, meaning from A through Z, but they want it first by team member and then by client. So where it says sort by, right now it says senior number. We want team member. Okay, make sure it says ascending. Okay, and then by, because they want a second one, client, and it's ascending. So then say OK. Done. So I've done 32 tasks. I hope you guys learned something from it. And obviously the whole point is to let you know there's a lot of work to do in Word. And this is not even to do the projects. The projects are harder than doing all the trainings, because the projects, you have to do it. Okay, of course, the projects are based on the training stuff. Anyway, so have a great day. I shall see you in class or online. All right, let me go ahead here and stop my recording. And I hope it wasn't too long.